Morning, World Wide Web. Liam here from On the Mend Medical. Welcome back. First and foremost, when it comes to Hoyers, there is no better, and I want everybody to hear this, there's no better Hoyer than the Maxi Move by Arjo Huntley. I mean, it has position, it has a weighted bottom, so you can transport your patient. It's a true one-person lift. So as you can see on the remote here, the legs just open up on the remote. So one less thing to do, and plus look at the width of the opening. So you can get around a lift chair, you can get around a lot of things. So we're gonna spin this around. I got Colin here helping me, my ATP. Got Dylan, my son, who's acting as the patient or loved one. And we can even do this, if you notice, I don't have to take off the ELRs or the leg footrests for the patient. So once you get this, the nice thing about the Maxi Move again is it's positional. So we're gonna start by doing his feet. So we're gonna get it in total sit-up position. Oh, take that off, Colin. I don't want him in this yet. So we're gonna start like so. Be careful, don't crush cause your loved one with the thing. We're gonna swap it over. I still believe the crossover is the best. Scott, who used to be the Arjo rep, and I used to go back and forth on this, but doesn't hurt, even though this is the right sling for Dylan. So now that we got it up, we can, and this is a divided leg sling. So now that we got it up, we can use the machine by sitting it back to make this easier to now put on the next portion of the sling, which is the back portion. So now we get that in. So now at this point, the patient's all in. We're gonna sit it back up so that we get a good lift, and we're gonna bring Dylan up just like so. Always make sure when you're doing this that the sling is inside of the wheelchair. We've had situations, and I've done it myself, where all of a sudden you're picking up a patient and the wheelchair is coming with it because the armrest is not. So now we have Dylan up in a good position here. We're sitting him up. And now the idea is to bring him into the bed, right? So in order to do that, I'm gonna use this button. I'm gonna sit him totally straight so that I can turn him, right? And now, because it's positional, I'm gonna turn him the way that we're going into the bed. And if you look at the bed's at about a 25-degree angle. I'm gonna put it up to, say, a 30-degree angle. And now we're using the MedMiser active bed, which actually has the pivot. It's the pivot bed. But so now I'm going to turn Dylan the way I want him, right? And as I do this, I'm going to lift him up. I can go right over the bed rails. I'm going to bring this in again because there's no reason for these legs to be wide unless I'm going to hit the wall. Then I could use it just to get closer. So up Dylan goes. We're going to get in now. If you notice this part, now I can tilt him, and the idea is for positioning. I'm going to tilt him to be exactly how I want him on the bed. So if you notice, and if you come over here, Kim, so I'm going to lock this in. You notice instead of having to position and use positioning pads and stuff like that, I'm going to get the angle just right for Dylan so that I can put him down right where I want him at the exact same degree that the bed is. Right? Now I can do this because obviously you're using all power everywhere. So I can do that. Now I can bring him down nice and safe onto the bed as a caregiver or a loved one. You can straighten his legs out if you want so he's not curled. And now he's on the bed. There's no moving. We're just going to take this sling off. And because it's a divided leg sling, let's take it off, Kyle. I'll bring the...
I got on the back ones.
You got the back ones,
bend
the
down a
front
little on the
ones?
feet if you have to.
No, we're good.
Got it. Okay.
Once we take this away, right, we're going to just clear. You stay there, Dill. Clear, get it out of the way. And now, taking the bed and using the bed, and this is like I said, this is a pivot bed, so the back's gonna come up, but now we sit them up. The divided leg sling is so easy to use so that you don't have to keep your patient or loved one using it so much, you're just gonna pull it out from under his legs, pull it out, sit your patient up, and voila. And even if your patient, the Dylan assisted there and sat up a little bit, right? But even so, if your patient doesn't have trunk control, you can push them up, you can pull that out, lay them back. But now he's perfectly positioned on the bed. We put him back down. Oh, that's the knee. We learn how to use the bed. And your patient's in the perfect position. If your patient has skin damage, if he has shearing, if there's any kind of skin maceration on his coccyx, on his shoulder blades, on his ankle, on his heel, this allows you to not have to drag the patient and position him on the bed. It's the best lift. I'm 100% sold on it. The Arjo Huntley Maxi Move. Hey guys, welcome back. Hey, listen, we forgot to tell you one thing, and it's a really important part about the Arjo Maxi Move and the Arjo Huntley slings, this divided leg sling. If you notice here, this lift uses clip slings, or it comes with the option for clip slings. So keyhole slings lock into place. That's why I'm not swaying. The difference between this and the loops is when you have loop swings, you can get moving. So even if you're no matter what I do in this, I can't get it to become dangerous and start moving where it might tip. And then the base is so heavy that, I mean, honestly, no matter what I do, it's not something you're getting out of. It's why it's the best on the planet as far as I'm concerned. The tilt in space is obviously very key to it as well, because it allows you to maneuver your patients. And even the divided leg sling, if there's a coccyx issue, because it's divided leg, I'm not getting any shearing there. So just more reasons why this is the best lift on earth as far as I'm concerned, and why we highly recommend it and use it in both our assisted living customers and in home care. It's just a way to keep your loved one safer and also save money on caregiving, because you only need one person to do this. So thank you for joining On the Men today. Colin, thank you for your help. Dylan, thank you for your help. We look forward to more videos, and we look forward to helping you with your patient and loved one's needs. Liam out, On the Men.